Hello, humans. It is me again, Fuzz, yes. This time, more Pokemon Violet, but something different than a Pikachu, yes. It is another Terra Raid battle, but it's significantly more intriguing than a Pikachu could ever hope to be. Then again, I guess they could have just made a future Pikachu instead of a Delibird, and voila. Iron Tail. They already have Scream Tail. I'll turn down that volume a little bit. Didn't I turn this up though for this game? Maybe I'm mistaken. Alright. So apparently, yeah, remember that? What the heck is that? Whatever it is, I'm gonna try not to. I think I can't avoid it.
Exactly.
Why would they put it right in my face? So you can be spoiled. So you know this slot? Not this slot. Remember that Violet book? Essentially, oh no. Essentially, that entity, the Virizion, Cobaltian, Terrakion, as well as my younger brother's version in his game, yeah, it's been released, just silently as an event. I wonder if I just bought the DLC, if that would make that go away. I don't like seeing that there because I don't want to be spoiled as to how they look at all. It's Pokemon News. Well, I don't have the money to buy it now either, so yeah. Did you see how much it costs? Is it one DLC or two? One DLC with two parts? Like a pass of sorts.
Quite simply speaking, I don't believe you can buy each part individually. It's a one package. I don't know if it costs.
Okay, so it's a package, right here.
But I'm pretty sure they say part 1 and part 2, so it makes it sound like it's supposed to be the same thing.
Now this event is not like the Unrivaled ones, supposedly. It's this, potentially. My younger brother believes it to be near guaranteed. I do not. But we shall discover this.
You go over there and you'll find out.
So here's what's gonna happen. Like the Unrivaled ones though, we potentially can only catch one of it. Probably, but that makes sense. It's the only way that I can think of them justifying such an endeavor like this. But this is going to be exciting. Finally, a real, well not finally a real challenge, but an interesting challenge finally. The Greninja turned out to be a disappointment. It was not an Ash Greninja, it was just a Greninja. Hello there. Cobalton, Virizion, Terrakion. This is an almost fitting place for it, aside from you would not expect to find Virizion here. It's fitting because there's water here. And if those Pokemon do have anything to do with the Kelido, or whatever it was called, then that makes this very kind of almost fitting. The heck? I'm just looking at that thing that I didn't want to be spoiled, and I'm like, that green one makes me think of DDD. With the head of Virizion, the face of Cobaltian, and wait, why does it look different than I remember? That's not what it looked like before, actually.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't.
What the? Hold on a moment.
Oh, maybe the picture.
That's not the same entity.
Maybe it's supposed to be like the picture is. Remember, the picture was supposedly made by an artist, right? Maybe we'll get 3 ones.
That would weird me out a bit.
Like we'll get a past Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, and a future.
It makes my imagination run a bit when I think about like what kind of types they would have. I'm just like,
They decide to merge them all and make artists and some representation of multiple creatures.
the Violet Book. I can't check the one I have with me because, oh no, it must be sabotaged. We take it with us. Okay, so it had the noggin of Terrakion. No, the It had the horns of Terrakion, the almost head structure of Cobaltian entirely, the neck, sort of? No, it's confusing. I'm trying to see what parts of it are Verizian-like. It's starting to look more... I guess the main central body is Verizian-like, kind of. As well as a little bit of the neck, but the neck for Cobaltian and Verizian are similar from what I remember. And then the legs of Terrakion, as well as certainly detailing at the joint connection point between the body and the legs. The little bit at the back, I think the silhouette I saw matches that. What my younger brother was telling me is that these are supposedly going to be future and Paradox Pokemon. They're not going to look just straight up identical to, like, the others. If they are Paradox Pokemon, which I didn't like that way I heard it, that that's what they would technically end up being, then that would somewhat justify how this one looks. But, I don't know. I guess I'll have to just see when I fight it. It's a Psychic type. What do I want to bring? Probably Annihilate. That's right, Berserker. You specifically should challenge this entity. Okay. A Psychic type. Oh, no. Sounded like I stepped on a twig, but apparently it was a Swablu. Now, I hadn't intended on playing more Pokemon too soon, what with the expansion coming out, and speaking of the expansion, I also didn't really get to... Or maybe I should say this in a Destiny 2 video. Just have to remember to say it, or mention it in a Destiny 2 video. I can't expect everyone who watches my videos to watch every type of game of the video. Essentially, I was gonna do some of the legendary story, try to replay through it again while on recording. That didn't end up happening, so here's the hope is that it'll just still be around even after the expansion. Okay, a 5-star special version, challenging it. So you're gonna challenge it with me then, yeah? Though you're not gonna catch it in case of not being able to, yeah. I've changed all of your Terra types to something else, and the others were just they were just different from the get-go. It should be a physical attacker. Cobaltian, Verizian, and Terrakion can all be physical attackers, but Verizian could be a special attacker instead. That it probably will, but until I have properly been able to analyze it, I have no way of knowing what's to come. I am troubled. I am troubled because its appearance does not look at all like an amalgamation, actually. When I'm looking at it, to me, if they are future and past Pokemon, this just looks like a future Verizian. Its body structure just looks like a Verizian to me. And that makes me concerned. Here we go. Time to lose. Wait, shoot, what do I want to catch it in? I don't know what it looks like, so I should wait. Its Terra type is Psychic, but I don't know what its actual type is. This is so annoying. It's a good thing I saved before doing this. But then I went back to the academy and then came back here. Okay, here, moment of truth. Whoa. It's like if Gallade got turned into a horse. Or if Iron Valiant got turned into a horse. Why does it look more ominous than I... Wait, what did it say its ability was? Cork Drive. Oh, that's disappointing. It is just like just the other Paradox Pokemon. So it's basically just a Paradox Pokemon. Except a legendary Paradox Pokemon. You did decent damage to it. Iron Leaves. It's paralyzed. Nice. Wait, shoot, what did the terrain say that it was up in? I didn't see it either. I'm just gonna go with Rage Fist. It hasn't hit me yet, I think. What did it do on my turn? This is gonna be easy. Unless it suddenly shows... on your screen, I just saw it do something I had never seen. Psy what? Oh. Oh no. So it's a physical attack. Oh, that did like nothing to me. I'm not even sure who it hit. Was that that wasn't an attack, yeah? It has a signature move, though. That's interesting. It may be a Paradox Pokemon, but it's a legendary Paradox Pokemon. Almost further justify... Oh no, you know what kind of annoys me about that? Almost. I think about it, I'm like, remember when I was building my team, I'm like, the appearance of you and being just like this almost justifies what I was saying before. Like, I could have probably chosen to have one of the Paradox Pokemon on my actual team and maybe justified it. The only issue is that I don't think this Pokemon, or I don't think the Paradox Pokemon would be attainable in any other game reasonably. So if I had that part of my actual team, it would be kind of... I want to say it would be kind of weird, but theoretically it should be still okay. How'd the time get that far? Did you already die? Thank you for the heal, that was good. I'm gonna break this guy very quickishly. Okay, its coloration is green, white, and pinkish. Techno pinkish. Cream soda pink. It makes me think of Iron Valiant. That's what makes me think of when I look at it. Moved effects from itself. Psyblade again. Is this even hurting me? Again? Oh, that did a lot more damage than it did before. I wonder what its effect is. What the heck? I see that you are getting mugged. Well, I'm a little surprised you chose a... Well, then again, it could have been a special attacker. Mega Horn, there we go. Ouch, that almost killed me. Well, the battle will be over in a single turn from this point forth. But I want to unleash one more powerful attack. Take this! Oh, I'm not going to get to see its health go down. Yeah. Looks like Berserker... Aside from how you were getting whooped, Berserker didn't do so bad. He just didn't do as amazing as I was hoping for him to do. Psyblade, it has a signature name. But with the appearance of this, then there'll be future ones of the other three too.
Probably.
This means we're gonna get a future Suicune.
Future Suicune?
A future Suicune, a future... Not Suicune. Am I saying the wrong Pokemon?
Yeah. Because likely all...
Oh, pass! Ah, pass! Ancient. I meant ancient. Sorry.
This is an ancient Suicune.
No, I'm my point.
This will be an ancient Suicune.
Yeah, probably. So an ancient Suicune, an ancient Entei, and an ancient Raikou. I look forward to seeing them. Not so much the ancient Suicune, but maybe it'll look cooler than regular Suicune. So maybe I am somewhat interested.
I don't know for sure if it's got a fight move or something.
Okay, it used Psychic.
Maybe
So a dark Pokemon would be best for this. But if it's a fighting type,
yeah.
if it has fighting,
We can see use fighting in that one.
it being called Iron Leaves insinuates to me that it is still a grass type.
So Psychic Grass. Okay. Then I'm gonna bring
Psychic Grass, a bug, is a great choice. Iron Thorns is a good choice. If it puts out that terrain and we don't get that grass ally again, this is gonna bring the pain.
well, I can't rinse for the move because it's
Wait, shoot, I'm weak. He's weak to that. That won't do. Do I have any other bug Pokemon?
resistant to grass and
You're not a bug. You're not a bug. Does anyone else have bug moves? You're the only one with a bug move, but you're weak to the thing that I'd be trying to make you fight. Oh, I can't quadruple what I was trying to do. Never mind, it's pointless. So a dark ghost would be best for this. Because it wouldn't be able to hit it. Unless it uses its grass attacks. I think Berserker can just handle it. Though, it looks like it starts to hurt Berserker quite a bit at certain points. Like, using Berserker would go better than how your Flutter main was doing, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea. Psychic moves, grass moves. I could bring Wo Chen to test the waters and see what it will do in the face of Wo Chen, but I kind of don't want to. If you were a dark Terra type, I could half justify bringing you. You're a ghost. You will be resistant to the fire, but you're still vulnerable to whatever that psychic attack is. Someone that benefits off the terrain is not such a bad idea, like Iron Thorns. The problem with bringing Iron Thorns is that he's weak to the grass, and his Terra type isn't exactly bug. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Berserker, 'cause, once I terrestrialize, I'm safe. By safe, I mean no longer taking immense damage from that attack. Challenge as a group. Crap, this means we're gonna have to keep our wits about us. They'll be releasing more of these guys sooner or later. I just realized I do have someone who's a dark type and rather potent. But if it has a fighting move, this guy's curtains. I could use you.
Once again, if it has a fighting move,
Yeah, the Doom Sparse is prepared for war against such entities of power. Let's go. So you'll be able to discover if it's got a fighting move, and I will be able to discover maybe what that psychic move even does other than just damage. I have a weird feeling it might... I have this weird feeling it does something like escalates in damage, but I hope not. Like, I think about, like, move effects, like, I've got Rage Fist. Who knows what this thing could do? The fact that they gave us a move like Rage Fist... I've just realized that there might not... Did it say we will only be able to catch one? Okay, yeah, so it is treating them like they are legendary, not just simply a Paradox Pokemon. But that's a disappointing ability, as you expected it would be. Focus energy. Well, that did a nice large amount of damage. Side Blade! Oh! A freeze! Oh yeah, it did that to me. Wait, then you're screwed. It has been intimidated. It looks like I'm in danger. I'm confused because I just saw your screen. Yeah, that looked like it did like nothing to you. Ouch, I'm hurt. You're gonna do what? Oh, great. Brilliant job. Nice synthesis. Do your next turn so I can hopefully heal you. As well as myself. Because I am in danger. Yay. The heal was pathetic. Mega Horn against me. Bad choice, punk. It sucks against me. It might be even quadruply weak against me. Crap. It's taking my Terra energy, which I need that. I'm going for the punch. We'll win this time, it definitely looks like. It tried Mega Horn again on me for some reason. Its logic module appears to kind of suck, which is nice for me. We can break it within 2 turns-ish from this point forth. I wonder if my voice is too loud. Or too loud, more like. Leaf Blade! Okay, it's gonna die then, this turn. Time to die! I broke your shield with my allies and I didn't even terrestrialize. Well, that's too bad. There you go. There's your original coloration for your new look. Wow. I will catch it, but I'm not sure. Today. Well, that sucks. Because I know nothing about this near enough, I'm just going to catch it in a timer ball. At least it's fitting. Given the paradoxical nature of you. Little did we know that it was actually a rock water type. Look at it. We've got Iron Valiant, now we've got a Taurus. The two look similar to me, it's just not in shape, just in coloration. They have the same color scheme. They have the same color scheme almost overall. For their eyes, for their body. Iron Leaves. Grass Psychic type. Psyblade. Swords Dance. 80 power. This the user rends the target with ethereal blades. An ethereal blade. This move's power is boosted by 50% if the user is on an electric terrain. By 50%. So it gets another stab, and then it can be terrestrialized and get its original stab, and then the terrestrialization stab. This move is similar to Flower Trick, but without being a critical hit. If on an electric terrain.
You can get a critical on top of everything.
But the way it's lacking from Flower Trick is that it's not. You have to be on an electric terrain for that.
Also, it doesn't never miss. There's also that.
It has Quark Drive. It looks like it can do physical attack. Its defenses are decent. Its speed is not bad. Its special attack now is bad, though. This one cannot special attack very effectively, it looks like.
You ready now?
Okay, what type?
It's water.
So I'll just lead with a grass type that seems reasonable.
I mean, its weakling was only a mono water type.
I will save.
This is probably going to be our first, what is it? This is probably going to be our first,
What happens if I click on this? Ah, no! I was hoping that I'd get a better page, but no, they're like, we'll just split it even more. I'm so glad I only partly registered what I saw in my brain, though anyone watching this video will have got to see that quite a bit. Okay, I am ready, I suppose. Makes me wish I could resort to my— what the heck is that?
That looks weird. It looks like it's a dinosaur.
So, you guys don't see it yet, but you'll see it in a moment. From what I'm seeing on my younger brother's screen, that looks way more impressive and intimidating than what we just fought. For a Suicune, it might be cool, finally. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm not very fond of Suicune. The other two dogs I thought was a lot cooler than Suicune, but that just looks horrifying.
I think it's got multiple tails.
I wonder if it's like a dragon type.
Oh, because it's... Yeah.
Like a water
that would-
dragon
that would
type.
be really cool. But what is it? This is, I think, the very first Paradox Pokemon that we get that was originally a monotype. Everyone else had dual typings. And then this... And then the,
Really?
The formula.
Dual type, dual type, what about him? Okay.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, no.
I'm pretty sure.
Once upon a time,
Once
no.
upon a time, no, but...
Actually, it may have been, it may have been a normal type. Actually, it may have, yeah. If it's a water type, I'll go with.
It was just like an ice type, but it was an ice flying.
Okay, let's do this.
But this is the first mono. Because what is it? The strategy for Paradox Pokemon was to take their original typing and then replace one of their two types.
And
with a
I
new type. But this time it's a monotype, so
I intend to try to catch it.
of course you. Otherwise, the test. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. It'll show me whether or not I
I think I will be able to. I think I will. But it stands on 2 feet. It's gonna look freaky as crap when I get proper. What the heck? It's like a raptor instead of a dog. A lion raptor. It actually, its mane makes it look like a Glamora. Its mane makes it look like a Glamora car. Look at it. Glamora Mega Evolved. It's a Mega Evolved Glamora. I will attempt to paralyze it. That's good for me. By good, I mean doesn't really bother me. Doesn't do anything. No problem. It's okay, I got it covered. Especially once it gets paralyzed. There we go. Now I'll bring the damage. Hydro Stream. Not very effective. Right, walking wake. What an odd name. I haven't Terraslug yet, and it hasn't put up a shield, so I'll just go for that. That'll be way cooler than I was initially anticipating. It would be probably the second Pokemon that I know of that looked like a dinosaur, but then got called a dragon for it. Yeah. It has Flamethrower. Well, the sunlight makes it dangerous for you. Now that I'm no longer a dragon type, I will be in danger too. Its paralysis appears to be gone, so I might start doing that again, trying to make it paralyzed, but I think I'll just go for the damage. Yeah, we can just end this nice and quick, like if I just go for the damage, so I will. Doo-doo. Perhaps I've been having the mic too close to me. I'm wondering why my voice sounds a little too loud. Yeah. Time to die. Ooh, it survived. Well, you finished him, nice. Yeah, I think it's a dragon. I can catch it, it looks like. Shoot, but if I can only catch one of each of these, perhaps a paradox ball wasn't a good idea. Or a timer ball. Does any of these Pokeballs seemingly refer to something of old? No. The future ball, time ball. If I can only get one of them all, I think I'm just gonna catch them in timer balls. Plus, I don't even know how your stats are. You're mine! So, because they're all different, we can catch one of each. That's a horrifying water movement. It gets stronger in sunlight. So it's a water dragon. Wow. Blast a target with boiling hot water. This move's power is not lowered by harsh sunlight, but rather boosted by 50%. I like how the way it I like the way it described. And they're not part of the Pokédex yet. I get the feeling they don't intend to release them like that, but like this, because of the way it was, I would assume that they're going to use this as like a buffering thing until the first part of the DLC actually hits. So we got one now, and then we're going to get one probably somewhat soonish, but not quite. Crap, it's a shame we weren't able to get you the iron leaves. Shoot. This looks way different in some ways than a regular Suicune. Like, compared to a Suicune, this thing looks like it would be its king. The tribe of Suicunes, this is the king of them. Its attack isn't very good, but special attack is good. Oh shoot, why does its stats look so bloody high? If you ask me, its stats look higher than the other one. 200, almost 200, 133. That's horrifying. It's if I didn't know any better, I'd say its base stats are higher.
I reckon they probably actually gave them both.
Actually, I should check the Pokemon database. I wonder if it knows anything about these guys.
They probably already has. Probably knows all
Brace
the
yourself, the
stats.
viewers. The quality is about to get weird. While I research this. I mean, seeing as I'm just checking on this, I don't really see a reason to pause it. You said you've been keeping an eye on this. Did it just come out today?
Well, I said that I watched a direct 7 hours after it came out.
I see.
That was earlier today. That's when they mentioned about it. They didn't say that it was going to happen today. But what they said was basically this is going to be coming out as soon as possible. So I don't know.
So yeah. I don't see it. The Pokemon database is not knowing of it yet.
Give it a minute for someone to follow it up.
In which case, then, we'll leave them be. And I shall investigate it myself. It's kind of how I prefer to do things anyway, in some ways. With new stuff. Walking Wake. My. It looks like if you really tried, you might... No, it's kind of hard to tell. Indeed. Doesn't look like it could do very good physical attacks, but it might be able to. Just barely. Especially depending on what it can learn.
Good job, Horrifyingly. Careful.
It can learn Hurricane.
Oh, wow.
Wow, indeed.
Also, let's see. Wait. No. We're gonna have
Attack, special attack. Crap, I don't remember how to play. Oh, what I was thinking of trying to do actually is not a thing in this game. It's in Pokemon Arceus specifically. That's why I couldn't do it.
maybe it makes at least it makes one the wasn't so interested in a bit more interesting.
I think that if these ones were the ones that were ancient, it would have been a lot more interesting.
A lot of feels like they had a lot more fun.
I think that they just didn't.
Allows them to be more creative.
I think they could have been more creative with the future ones, but they didn't.
What they did with the future ones was as one of the DMs said, not very much flexibility in the medium.
I think that there is. Well,
There is quite a bit of flexibility, but there's a lot of consistency.
yes, that sounds.
Maybe they wanted to capture that to some extent. Obviously, there's consistency in numbers, calculations, all consistent.
Well, that bit's cool, but like the one that seems
Also, most of them, if not all of them, need to look like they're made out of metal.
like Iron Valiant, for instance, is a somewhat good example of one that was elaborated on a bit more. Iron Moth is somewhat elaborated. Iron Thorns, it's sort of, but sort of not. Actually, let's heal. It feels like there's just more that they could have done, but they just didn't. How many experience points candies I have? Because these would qualify as legendary Pokemon, despite being Paradox Pokemon. I'll prioritize you because you're a future one. Wants to learn Ally Switch? I say no. Solar Blade? No. That was surprisingly not as much as I expected. I wonder if I could get access to this on my other file. But then you'd have to be able to beat an Iron Leaves by yourself, basically. And overkill it to compensate for the lack of strength on my end. There are ways to compensate for this. There are ways to compensate for this. There are ways to compensate for this, like you trading me over something that can survive. Even if it isn't listening to me, at least it's not getting whooped. Worst comes to worst, I could trade you this, and then you trade it to me, because I know that my one can survive.
No, skill damage, right? Your skill damage came from that file. It might mean it might listen to you.
I think they've remedied the issue of us.
I never experienced it by playing through anyone that is a fake, but maybe it's because I kind of like shuffled through all the things.
Let's see, hold on a moment. Because, like... Wait, shoot, how did this work? So then this one would have been from you.
You can check.
Yeah.
See your original checker.
Summary.
If I'm correct, you may have actually traded.
No, I have my one.
So, yeah, exactly. That's what I figured. So remember you mentioning something.
The big problem is getting to it. Like, prospectively, here's what I'll do. I'll save, and I'm gonna go check my other file to see if I can even see this. Which I really doubt it.
Would be before we even get the mouse.
Then it's not gonna work then. Alright, can I see these? I can go on them, I can't really do anything to them. I don't remember if I could see them then.
What do you mean, see what?
The Terra Raid dens. Getting to them is one thing.
Well, in your, what is it, in your other file, you'll need the mount before you're given free access. pretty sure we stopped at literally the first Pokemon Center where we could trade our starters.
Having a map means I should be able to see. I'm curious if I'll even be able to see that it's there.
We'll be able to get to them without.
Progress is progress, brother, and progress can be accomplished.
Yeah, so get to that point, and then maybe you'll be concerned about whether or not you can see it or not. Once you can actually get to it, if you can see it.
Well, shoot, how much progress does that mean I need to make? So either that or we just wait till tomorrow. At what point does Pokemon count tomorrow as tomorrow? Ugh, I had to sneeze. Rightio then. At least you have the walking wake. And since I've got them and I did manage to level them up all the way, I kind of do want to go try training them. Plus, it only took about half an hour to do that, to catch them and all that. The rest of this 15 minutes has been me and you just talking and contemplating matters. My, your move would be vicious. Take down, scary face, protect, facade, swift, endure, false swipe, only that one, body press, only that one. Iron Leaves is a physical attacker, but the other guy is not, apparently. Sleep talk, metronome, neither of them. Sword stance, he already has it. Substitute, they could both do so. Helping hand, ironic, seeing as how you don't have hands, but the other one kind of does. Giga Impact, Terra Blast, Fire Fang, Sunny Day, Can't learn any electric moves, but I suppose that's fine for it. Iron Leaves, on the other hand, Wild Charge. Everything's inconvenient because this is the only one that... that's annoying. I can make you hold a booster energy. That's an option. But your move gets benefits for being on that kind of a terrain, which makes this inconvenient. Yes, no booster energy for you. Which would mean your move, a move for your other type, then an electric move, as well as the move to make a terrain. Or I settle on it just being the move for the terrain, but no electric attack, which I don't like. I don't want to give this to you because it just seems ridiculous to me. Grass move is important. Leaf Storm. Yeah, it already has Leaf Blade, I think, which is good for it. Interesting how it can learn this, but the Iron Leaf cannot. It can learn this. And that. Ooh. Aerial Ace. Though if I want to follow this kind of a move pattern for the other one as well, it's going to be kind of obnoxious. That is true. He has Sword Stance currently, and what else? Well, actually, I should keep at this. Rest, Prison. Calm Mind. Psychic Terrain. Crikey, this thing's geared up to be able to make use of pretty much any terrain that isn't a fairy terrain, because how the heck does one make use of that? I would like to join you for that. I just saw that my brother has encountered something interesting that I do not have one of that I intended on training. What a sunny day. Its nature needs to be flopped around. Yep. Energy booster. Modest nature. He doesn't necessarily look modest, I guess. Terror Raid Battle. Here we go. Oh, I thought you were gonna use your one too.
No, he's only level 75.
It's like I'll put out the sunlight and we'll just get this guy. Then again, you'll still benefit from sunlight, so I'll do that. Wait, you will or I? Okay, I'll put it out. So the booster energy does work on these ones too. Goody. Wait a minute, I'm putting out sunlight. This is dumb. I'll put out sunlight anyway for you. But it's good to know that the booster energy does work on those. He's doing so much stuff in a row. Disappear! Oh wow, what they gave us as far as a Suicune is concerned looks less of a joke and more of a monster than I had in mind. I mean, if it was an amalgamation of the three, it would have looked really goofy probably, in some way or another. Okay, where I catch you in? Probably this. These paradox forms are gonna be basically like regional versions of these legendaries. That's basically what it'll be. We got Garlarian, Zapdos, and Moltres, and Articuno. And now we've got Palladian Suicune, which looks like a monster, and Palladian Virizion, which just kind of looks like someone made a robot ripoff of Virizion. Well, unless you're insinuating that when the machine takes them from the past or the future, it just yoinks them from anywhere on the planet. At that point, we could get a past and future Dialga car. Actually, maybe they were the right Pokemon to choose for that statement. We could get past and future Lugia. I say Lugia specifically because Lugia is specifically in a certain region. He doesn't exactly go flying around the whole world from what I'm aware of. Nice. Intimidate. Good, he doesn't have chewed cud. So I can decide on what I want to do with him instead of be forced to make use of his hidden ability. I have 3 of the water ones here. And they all have chewed cud. Booster energy, put that away. Duplicate of Mega Horn Quash. Suppresses the target and makes it move. Its move go last.
Not exactly the greatest.
It's a really weird move that this thing can apparently learn. Oh no, now it's made this decision really difficult. Of course it can learn a move that good. But now how am I supposed to decide on what to give you? Good moves with an ability that makes me really kind of annoyed about that. I don't like that it has this ability. It makes the choice of moves difficult. If it wasn't for the effect of their signature move, it wouldn't be necessarily so bad. Because I'll just give them either a booster energy or give them the terrain. And then in this case, I'll have just resorted to, yeah, I'll just give you the booster energy. But their move makes me be like, nope, I'm giving you the terrain. The booster energy doesn't account for that. So you need the move. But if I have the move, then I want something that buffs the power of... I want something that buffs the power, or that gets the buffed power of the electric. I could just attempt to let it go, thinking, well, at least the Pokemon's stats are getting buffed. And there's a different move that's getting buffed. Perhaps that's how I can look at it. Because a different move is getting buffed, I can just use it to try to justify it. But that still feels pretty like a pretty weak attempt at justifying it. I don't like it. Yeah, because of the signature move, it definitely has to be an electric terrain. It's the only electric move you'll learn. This move is too good for me to ignore. Do I want you to be fast or really strong? You have a potential for a rather large amount of power, and your defense stats are good enough to the point where I could make you somewhat tankish, like one way or another. Which might be what I will probably aim to do. Make you a sort of tankish hybrid. Until I can make up my mind, I'm definitely giving you this instead of Swords Dance. It can learn Twister. can learn a lot of dragon moves. No ice moves for it. No electric moves for it, fine. Water moves, but that seems pointless. Fire moves, not very many of them. Low kick. Physical move, nope. No poison. No good ground ones. Hurricane. But not great in sunlight, its accuracy becomes worse. It benefits off of sunlight though. So I could do something weird like give it rain dance instead and have it hold a booster energy. If someone makes it sunny, I'll still get a bonus. But then if I have to flee, then my attack power will suck. Not suck, just not be good. It's weak to dragon and fairy, that's all. Unlike the nowadays Suicune, it can't learn Blizzard. Which is a bit obnoxious. I mean, without putting any EVs to it at all right now, its special attack would be vicious.
Wow, maybe I can level up to level 100. Yeah. I didn't actually think I could.
Twister is a little bit too weak of a move.
Of course, we got the same one. It's gonna have the same thing.
85 versus 40. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. No. Why is this move so weak? There aren't very many dragon moves, if any, else that hit both opponents though. That's certainly a way to look at it. Hmm. A water type that benefits in the sunlight more than it benefits in the water. Hmm. Yep, my one's designed pretty weirdly, move-wise, I guess. Or sort of weirdly, just solely because of Twister. I'm thinking about still pondering if it's worth it or not. I think in the long run, the only advantage to this is that it hits both the targets. And that makes me concerned. I wonder how their IVs are. Oh! Wait, but
Oh, that's very interesting. I thought, oh.
two of them are missing. That's interesting. It appears to be been set to be that way. So your attack could be higher. I see. I have something else in mind, but I kinda don't like it. the power of this hydro stream goes up by 50%, 120, and stab, taking it to 180. In sunlight, that's what its default would be, basically. 180 power. If I was to terrestrialize, it would instead be like 240 power, I think. Something along those lines. If I remove the nature bonus from its special defense, it will have, let's see, one way or another it's lacking ivies there, so it should be higher than what it is right now, actually. If I wanted both its defenses to be high, then I'd have to either give the nature bonus to one of its defenses, or I'm not sure. I can just make it moderately tough, I don't have to make it very tough. Something simple, like make its defense and special defense like 250, paired with the health it has. That's doable. Is it doable while making it fast enough? I think its nature is going to have to go to its speed just to ensure. Do I have any bottle caps? 7. Alright. Well, I know where I'm going. Off to this place. If I can sort them out in a reasonable amount of time, which now that I look at how long I've been just pondering and thinking, it does not look like I'll be able to sort it out in a reasonable amount of time. That I'm not sure if my brother would want to battle.
What is it? If I have enough supplements, I could actually finish getting more people right now. But no, I don't.
Nice. Will I continue hyper training? Yes. Will you want me to hyper train? Walking wake. So I can have a better sense of my contemplation. Both of those. Not just the health. Well, shoot. It went up by what looks like a lot. Your attack also looks pretty high, making me reconsider that idea I had again. But if I did that, you would need an item switch to attempt to justify the danger that I'd be putting it in. No. Or what kind of item would I give it? I got an idea that could make this thing very powerful. The problem is it would be at risk if there are any fairies that are immune to water. And that's the problem. It could end up in that kind of a scenario, and I don't approve. though, maybe making it just a ravenous monster that runs around unleashing that kind of power, and then it could just get stopped. Like, if I never make any Pokemon that's high risk, high reward, then all my Pokemon end up just being kind of like trying to play it safe. Maybe, just maybe this one time, I'll step outside that boundary and make a monster that's a bit more risk than one would typically go for. Something that'll really make my opponents shiver. There we go. That's not the kind of thing I would typically do, but it'll have to do in this case. For ease of where I want to design it, how exactly to go about this? With the nature buff there, I can't... It can only be so high. The power of that move will be definitively almost broken if I put that weather out. Let's see, it was something like being 180, assuming I'm not terrestrializing or anything like that. There's no type that's immune to water. There's an ability, but there's an entire type that's immune to dragon. With the power of this, then it goes up to 150. Terrestrializing will have just gone up to 200. Whereas the other one would have been 240 for a terrestrialization. With this, your item can be different, but I don't know what your item would be. Theoretically, what's its lowest stat? If I put it to its defense... No, I don't like that. Do I want to try to angle the defense and special defense to somewhere that's a bit more reasonable? I'm not sure. But you need a nature change. I'm not going to put anything to special attack for this one. Your moves still bug me. Theoretically, I could attempt something similar with this one. Similar, but not the same. I don't think I've designed a Verizon capable of that kind of a feat. Though I've considered it. That's too many moves, or not enough for what I have in mind. What kind of mints do I have? You're a physical attacker. I have all the options. Though I said I wanted to potentially make it tanky. I only have one of this. I shall save and then use it so I can analyze it with a bit more comfortable feeling, instead of having to do the reverse calculation and then recalculate again for the nature. Okay. The problem with what I'm seeing here is your special defense is higher than I'd want it to be just by default. If I can get your speed to be 300 without the help of a nature, and without expending all my stat points, then I have an idea of what I want. Though you're going to end up being way more tanky than I had in mind if I do that. Which is okay. The problem is, it involves me doing something kind of odd. Either I put all my EVs into defense, which I think I would end up regretting. And I could potentially justify removing Sacred Sword if I go with a logic along the lines of... Oh shoot, if I go too far that path, it'll end up being just pretty much the same as the other guy that I was just designing, with the same level of risk. If I encounter someone who's immune to grass and immune to psychic, just being a dark Pokemon that's immune to grass, which I don't think there is one, fortunately. Which I guess that kind of cancels out the risk element. But if you had a grass Pokemon or a Pokemon that's immune to grass with their ability, and then they just Terraslize into a dark type, then booyah, you got the scenario I was just talking about. $25 stat points to the special defense, 25 stat points to the regular defense. Too much to the speed, or do I settle on you not being fast? That is also an option, though I don't like it.
Can the dark grass type character get saps of it?
No,
They can't have saps of that.
at least not to my knowledge. Upping my attack with my nature would be useful for an overall stat increase type logic. What I need to do is I need to save and then try seeing how far I can push my stats, or just contemplate it. Through EVs alone, there's about 63 stat points. 63 stat points would land the defense actually dead on where I'm trying to get it to, if my calculations are correct. But if it's 63 stat points for putting it all in one direction, 63. The only way I could get your speed then to where I'd want it to be is by stacking 20 after 20 after 20. A nature increase to your speed would help solve that issue, but it's going to leave your attack and your speed at an odd level. For about 23 specifically to your special defense, I can get it also to where I'd want to get the defense to without the nature increase. What the heck is that?
I'm checking out the beginning measures, guys.
Oh, I see. That's an interesting animation, but oh well. As far as this goes, and my calculating is concerned, I think I can get it to where I want it to be. But it won't be quite as potent as it could be. And that's the concerning thing. It'd be notably tanky though. Then the ultimate last detail is, do I want the bonus from the electric terrain to go to my speed or my attack? If it goes to my attack, it's only going to be a 33% increase. And if I try to land it at 300, 33 to 300, I'll just say roughly it'll be 100, even though it should be, I think, a little higher than that. Actually, no, it might be slightly less. Ever so slightly. If I do it for my speed, it'll be a 50% increase. Going up to 450. Suddenly seeming quite notably potent. The terrain itself will buff the effect of Psyblade, which would be very convenient. But it's not going to do anything for Leaf Blade and Sacred Sword. That'd be fast, very tough, and moderately powerful. In that kind of a scenario. Let's see about the defense. Let's save and see about that. If I can get this sorted, which... How the heck do I want to try to get this sorted? I don't have a lot of money, which means I just have to go EV train you regularly. Not convenient. Not convenient indeed. Do I have stuff that I can sell? You there! I do, but this will only get me so many vitamins. $10,000 each. What was that? Something like... Was it 24? 24 being the max. Well, I'm going to save again before this. I might actually go back after doing this. Iron. 24. Then for this... Let's see if it was 24. It was not. That's weird. Is it 25? Or is the rest of my math incorrect? 12, 3. It was 25, I guess, then. There we go. It might have 1 or 2 EV more than it should, but it hit the value I was looking for. From my observation, the nature would definitely have to be one that buffs the speed. But I don't have the one I'm looking for. Okay, then. I have to be careful. I have to make sure I give the right amount to one of them. Though, I don't know how it works. If I have 2 stats that are the same and they're both my highest stat, and then I trigger the ability, which one will it go for? I don't know. Through use of something like that, I wouldn't necessarily have to make one of them out of alignment just to make sure it gets the bonus. But it depends on which one it prioritizes. Hopefully it's not random depending on when you do it. This town's not one of the biggest towns. I was supposed to go to Cascarifa or something like that. What kind of a store am I even looking for? I'm just trying to remember. The mint. Shoot, did the Chansey Supply have the mints? I may have been at the right store a moment ago, but... Because where else would have the mints? It has to be the Chansey Supply. Yeah, I was at the right place and then I left. Whoopsie. This music's nice. It reminds me of nice times when traveling. As well as fun times in Pokemon that I've just had. Speed, but special attack will suffer. You are a physical attacker, yes. Okay, with that you need 10 more to there. I've given you... How much car boost did I give it? I don't remember. The difficulty now is getting there to be enough so the special defense can hit the value I'm looking for while getting a speed to be 300 and the attack to be 300. Once I've done that, I would like to test the idea of which one gets the bonus. I would assume it to be the attack if it's going by some kind of a predetermined order. But I don't know. And like I was saying before, which do I want it to give it to? If it gives it to the attack, this Pokemon will feel notably powerful, still fast enough to outspeed most, and tough enough to make most question what kind of a legendary this even is. But if I give it to the speed, it'll be weirdly fast, but not strong enough necessarily to panic anyone too heavily. unless it's using Psyblade specifically. And then tough enough to make them, to raise some suspicions. I like the idea of making it much tougher with it being Iron Leaf. Or Iron Leaves. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see. Who would I go fight for what I'm thinking about? I'd give myself the... Well, first I should see what the people in the box have. I was thinking of going back after I bought the stuff, but it's looking like it's going successfully, so I don't really see the reason to have to do what I was thinking before. Now that they've started revealing other legendary type Pokemon, these Paradox Pokemon need their own box that's not this box. I doubt there'll be enough to take up, like, say... Okay, actually there might be. With these 3 and the other 3, there'll be 6. And with the 2 that's been spoiled, there'll be 2. If there's 2 more, there won't be enough space in this box. So let's rearrange this a little. This means I'm going to have to start moving things around in a way that's going to be kind of weird. Okay. Extras. And the rest of the Paradox Pokemon will potentially go into this box. If I want to have one group of them at least, I think that that's not really a good idea now that it's been revealed legendary Paradox Pokemon. Yeah, I'm just going to stick the Paradox Pokemon entirely in the other box now. If they're not legendaries, which would be all of you lot. Special, but not legendary. You'll go here, and Iron Leaves will go here. Or I'll put you here, and then Iron Leaves will go here. And then I'll fill out the rest as it goes. Yes. While doing your training, I must seek out similar scenario Pokemon like you lot. Well, you lot are already trained, so... Is there anyone else that was in imminent training? You, and you. I would like to prioritize you, but it's gonna be kind of weird, probably. And I would like to prioritize you, and you. I'll leave you be for now, you, but I will take you. Okay. The moment that it becomes available for me to jump on Destiny, I would like to try that. And after I'm done my recording with Pokemon, I'll probably play some Bloodborne, and then Chasm, and then be on high alert for the chance to jump on Destiny. I'll probably set up a queue system or type of thing where people can, I guess, sort of get in line to be able to get on in the first place. I'll have to prepare myself to be, well, I'll have to go to sleep because I gotta go to work the next once I awaken, unfortunately. What do the others have in mind for their training? I can make small adjustments to it as I go, but you're not level 100 yet. Okay, you lot aren't even level 100 yet. You are, though. What did I want to set you up for? I wanted you to be tough, but this might be a little too tough. As it stands, I doubt you can get to 300 of both without sacrificing, like, everything else. So I could settle something similar to what I'm doing with Iron Leaf. But with your lack of health, Iron Leaf will just be straight up tougher than you. That, and I would prefer you to be able to throw a punch of some sort. Which would mean something along the lines of reducing your special defense, giving it to your regular defense. Though with the way your nature and your EVs are looking, it's not a possibility, making this matter difficult. I then have to instead take, let's see, is it 15? Almost 15, but it's not. Which means I will almost get to where I want, but not actually get there. Are your IVs maxed? Good enough. But in some ways it doesn't feel that way. How about you? No. But you're the only one who's level 100 other than you, so I don't have to panic really about the others. You, on the other hand... You could have more defense. If I took away your nature debuff, buff right now from your... Wait, why have I given it a nature debuff? Oh, because I was gonna have it use Trick Room, but I changed my mind. If I was going to take away the nature buff from its defense, it will go down by 28. I'll remove the 8, and it'll be about 260. For me to get it to land where I want it to be, I'd then have to give it about 15 stat points, which I can take that from the... No, I can't take that from the special defense. I can get close, but not quite. It's more like I can take 10, 11-ish. 11, yeah. If I took it away from there and put it to the special attack, it would raise to 297. So if I gave it 3 more stat points, that would do. Essentially, it looks like I would have to sacrifice some of the stats that I want to get just to get it anywhere notably reasonable. Which makes matters difficult. Because I'm aiming for 300 with the special attack, it just makes sense statistically to give the nature to that. I have a modest mint, so I'll use it. Okay, it has 42 somehow. I miscalculated. Though the special attack I did not miscalculate with, it looks like. Then to lower the special defense a bit. By 10 at least. But then one more so that I can reset it, making sure it lands dead on where I'm going for. Two more stat points. That's probably more like one stat point and almost a half. Something like that anyway. With just 10 stat points, that alone won't be enough. It'll be very close, and even if I do get it nearly there, it shouldn't end up being enough exactly. Prioritize the special attack and the health, then. Whereas for you, what band do I want you to hold? I want you to hold a special defense one, I think. Yes. Do I have one? You're holding it. Do you need it? Not quite. But I'll leave you with it until it's complete. With all that sorted, I will head to the Great Crater. Or if they give attack or speed. I think they give speed. And I'll save because I'm fine with the decisions I've made, I think. To think about, don't those little guys also give speed? Iron bundles. Huh? Wow! That's an interesting looking animation. Looks vicious with that attack. Yeah, the iron bundle should also give what I'm looking for. Okay then. That should have been something like 3 and then 1. So that should have upped it by 1. Yeah. He still needs to do more battles right here. Oh, it comes out of its noggin. Well, shoot. I might be able to use that as a justification to not have it have Sacred Sword, but at the same time, the only electric moves, which is what I'd probably give it instead, The only electric move that seems reasonable would hurt itself for doing it, which I don't approve. Could give it smart strike, well, with it being iron leaves. You done? Yes. Yes, he is for now. Don't they have a different item? Oh, no. I don't want to be connected to the internet. What the heck? Disconnect. Oh. Oh, the leaves on the sides also do that. So all three of those points. Wowzers. The attack went up from something. Thought it was a little lower a moment ago. There. With 2 more battles, I should have almost the amount of special defense. Here we go, Connor. Look at this. But then if you like do the cinematic version of the cutscene, you don't really see that very much. Yeah. Which is interesting how you don't get to see it really. Both of them were close. All the stats come close to aligning. Put this away and save. So it's a little bit over 10. It's like 3 over 10, I think. So 13 stat points, roughly. "13 stat points, put 2 there, put 2 there, and put 2 there. Oh dear. I have enough for like 5 and 5 more to be placed elsewhere. So the stats ended up working out for you, but how do I want to put the rest of the bits of stats? I have an idea of how I think I want to do this, but it's going to end up being a little bit... It's going to be off or the same. I think I don't mind it being off though, somewhat in this case. Let's see if my calculations were correct. Save again because I feel like it. Iron Hands, come here. Ew. You're going down, punk. Ugh. It went to health. It went to attack, just like I was hoping for. Now, if my goal is to ascend to a higher level of attack as well, then I can do that using the Iron Hand. But first, I would like to sort out my special defense with full properness. I'll get the speed a little closer to the completion point as well. Okay. Special defense. Don't think anything down here can do that for me. Nice. I might be able to complete this guy in this play session. If I go for another hour and I'm very effective... No, it's unlikely I'd be able to finish off the other guy as well. Though, because I'm going for the big win with him, I could just make it simple and make it just a straight sweeper. All I've got to do is, at that point, is decide which attack is he going to specialize in doing, like, attack or speed. Wait, shoot, wasn't I making it a little bit more complicated if I remember correctly? Then I should put more to his attack, or special attack, I mean. Assuming I can get speed to 300 without help from the nature, then yeah. Save again. I was supposed to heal up at the Pokemon Center, but oh well. Fortunately, you're very much able to handle yourself as is. It's interesting how they didn't have like the Paradox Pokemon have like Paradox moves. Like Psyblade could have worked for Psychic type. I say that partly because the Iron Valiant looks like it could have been a Psychic type. Though there's already Psycho Cut, so I guess that was their reasoning. Do 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 do. I mean, it doesn't look any more threatening, really. Well, it does somewhat look more threatening than a regular version because it looks like it. This one looks like it'd want to kill you potentially, but it also doesn't look like an actual living entity entirely either. But when it does this, it looks very threatening in some regards. When you consider those as blades, yeah. I don't know how many it is because I've lost count, so I'll check every time. It's either this one or the next one from my understanding though. If my calculations are correct, it's the next one, but like I said, I'm not sure. Do 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 do. Yeah, I like that. That looks like super vicious. It's just brilliant. Quite the wrathful looking attack. Oh. Well, I was wrong. There's one more that needs to go down. Where did you all run off to? Oi! You want to see this color? Then terrestrialize it. Terrestrialize Psycho Freaky Super Cut slash attack. Here it goes! I would explain why we didn't see the blade on the top of its head show up when we were fighting it, because it had the Terra Crystal on its head, hiding it. Okay, now just for defense, for speed and attack. No. Leave me alone, you pig. I've got places to go. Let's see, attack. Who gives one attack? I'm trying to remember. That's not coming to me. Then again, like I was saying before, if I'm going beyond that, how do I sample this? Okay, what do I have at my disposal? I don't have a car boost. Do I have feathers? I do. Okay. Just to get a sense for it. I'd like it if if the legendary paradox Pokemon, if they had a hidden ability. Even if it was just like a normal-ish ability, like one that's not like signature. I mean, after seeing all the other Paradox Pokemon pretty much having just this ability, it's kind of a little boring to see that that's what they had as well. Ah, 300 both of them. It has a nature bonus, so I theorize it might count it instead, but I don't know. Now, what I am to do is save, then actually check the feathers again, see if I can use it to get a sense for this. Less than 10. I miscalculated. How much less than 10? 6 less than 10. One more stat point. No, I must have miscounted. This would theoretically be almost 2 more stat points. 2 more granting me a stat point. Yes. And then 2 more. So because it's missing 6, that's 2 stat points out, it's 8 stat points. 4 or not. This does not align the way I was hoping it would. Dang it. If I go into a battle with something like you, and then use... electric terrain. Its attack was heightened. Run away. Re-enter battle. I think it's if my attack was heightened again. Ouch! Wow. So I'm assuming it is just going with that one for whatever reason may be. The issue is I'm not sure which one do I want to go with. After seeing the protrusions of iron leaves, I would say that it definitely looks more potent. But do I want to make it more potent actually? Kind of want to, but I also kind of don't. I'm trying to figure out if Verizon can be faster than this regularly. I think it can. 4 more stat points. Okay, let's try something then. With these 4 more stat points, I'm trying to figure out if I've miscalculated. Is this really just... Well, it'd be 4 more stat points for each of them. It's 8 stat points. So then... 2, 3, 4... Well, 8 would be 2. So then 16 would be 4. 2 times 16... Yeah, that does line up with just about how I was thinking it would. So then 16 to this. And 16 to this. So now there should be 2 EVs left that I can distribute. The question is, if I stick those EVs on something like the nature, what happens? Attack was heightened. Okay. Yeah. But if I put these to the speed, will it change that? The actual value won't go higher, but the EV value is technically higher. The attack still is heightened, which I think I'm fine with leaving it at that. The thing looks more vicious, and it is more vicious. With it giving it almost 100 dead on, now it should give it at least enough to push it to 400 guaranteed. Which makes you like a more horrifying version of my Iron Thorns that I've created. Because you're tougher than the Iron Thorns is, I think. But the Iron Thorns has more health by a decent amount, so it technically would be tougher. But you are stronger. Well, hold on, wait a minute. Oh, actually, no. In terms of muscularity, you two are the same, actually. You're just faster and directly tougher, but not as... It's odd. He's got more health. He's bigger. So then there's Walking Wake, which is a really odd name, but oh well. So I've completed Iron Leaves. Oh, I should, shoot, can I even change it from here? Change markings, incomplete to complete. I don't know if I want to change your Terra type. It seems to work for you. I'm not sure if I want to remove Sacred Sword and give you something else for the heck of it, but I kind of don't think that's a good idea. Aurelius would be good because it would protect you from bug types, which I can see value in doing. Though giving you a flying terror type will just make you go from looking like intimidating to looking like a really ridiculous looking clown. As the flying terror type tends to do. Like, wowzers. Like, intimidating like nobody's business. If I'm going the path of absolute risk with you, do I make you faster or stronger? Like I was saying, I should make you stronger. Assuming I can make you fast enough. 63 should be enough to be fast enough. But if you come up against the wrong opponent, you won't be able to do what you gotta do in the first place. Being anyone with water absorb who also is a fairy. Which I think is specific to just one water fairy. Oh. Which is similar to you. I don't know if that's an auditorial glitch I'm hearing or if there's legitimately that many Fidos nearby. I am hearing like a repetitive large amount of barking. Okay, it stopped though. Okay. I guess what troubles me is I know I could make this somewhat tough as well. Which would also be useful for it to set itself up. Without the nature debuff, how far would it take it? Nature buff to special attack. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, but I'm considering reducing its defense. If I do that, I'm going to be aiming to up its defenses to about 225. Or if I want to skimp out on it a little bit, I could lower its defense and then up it a bit. That sounds like it would go just fine. I'll give it a shot. This means nature buff to special attack, lowering your defense. I'll up their special attack. As I'm thinking, I should head over to the auction town. Do you two have enough speed yet? Yes, you do. Though I wanted to make you somewhat tanky, if I could manage it. Wait to alter it once you're level 100, I think. How about you? You have max speed. Your item is gonna get changed anyway. Put away held item. I don't have money, so this might be a waste of time anyway. This is ridiculous. Walking Wake is bigger than Meridian is, I think, in mass. Even when he's in his other... I see. But the price on this could skyrocket. How much is it to buy a bottle cap? 20,000? If it's 20,000 to buy a bottle cap, then this is not a bad deal. Maybe next time. I don't have that kind of money, and even if I did, it's going to skyrocket beyond. High risk, high reward. Suicune was a ridiculous oddity to me beforehand. It was just like, I looked at it, I was like, well, the other two are cool, but you just kind of, you look stupid just a little bit. Like, why are you... I get your dogs, but that's the one that looks the most dog-like, but not in a good way. And this looks pretty vicious. Like, after seeing this, I have pretty high hopes for the other two. Like, I have no clue what they would look like, but I imagine they could look really vicious. This one looks pretty vicious. They turned something that looked very somewhat unthreatening and unimpressive into something very daunting looking in some ways. Its two ribbons got basically fused into the body and became, or they're just tails. I think they were tails beforehand anyways, just now they look like tails, they don't look like ribbons. Which I think Suicune could use, I want to say almost like hands, but... Hydro Stream. He used Dig. He's getting away. I didn't save. I also forgot to take a look at the stats after I altered them. I think. That did 39 damage. Nice. So defense is a bit lower than I want. What I have in mind for it is, say, like, the special defense, the value I intend to take it to, I'm going to up it by about 11. For where the defense is, it's a bit different. It's something more like 15 from where it sits. No. 17 from where it sits. I will put my all into the special, into the speed, but the special attack won't get a full boost. The attack itself, I also intend to boost it a bit, so it's going to be a little bit complicated. I suppose I'll have to see how it goes. You there. I see you. Whereas the somewhat unimpressive also Virizion Paradox Form's signature move is very impressive looking in some regards, Hydro Stream is just kind of It's basically a lesser looking hydro pump that's steamy. It's like an upgraded version of Scald. Actually, you're super effective against... You're like quadruply super effective against... Wait, no you're not. No you're not. Not really. Not really. Because it's a water type. Wait, shoot. If it's an ice... It's an ice type, actually. Oh, actually, yeah, it would be very good then. Flipper! Yeah, I was confused. For some reason, my brain registered it as a water type move. I was like, that'd be pathetic. It'd be just normal. And I was like, in fact, it'd be even less than normal. Defense, huh? If I go find some of those rock Pokemon. I'm on my way, Garganackle, or whatever you guys are called. This is gonna be fun to use this guy against enemies. It's not fun dealing with punks who have sturdy when you're trying to EV grind. Ow. Oh dear. There we go. I don't know if you saw that, but after using his move, his mouth was stuck open. You guys give special attack, right? Oh wow, I thought there was two of them. If that's actually just one Glamora, I'm a little bit astonished. Yeah. I thought there was two. I actually thought there was two. The reflection and visual distortion confused me. Are you faster than me? No. If the Iron Hands aren't faster than me either, I can also attack them. I wonder if this will be faster than me. Another one with sturdy? How annoying. You have got to be kidding me. Of the times encountering these guys, that is not something they would typically do to me. He just exploded. I don't remember what you give. I would assume it's attack, but I do not want to chance it. This is the safest choice. Well, I didn't sort out for Iron Leaves is what it was going to hold. Hmm. Crap, that's a lot more EVs I put to it than I had in mind. Hopefully it ends up being worth it enough. Hmm. Dang it. Oh. There we go. I was thinking it wasn't gonna up its health, but I might. I'm contemplating what item I want to give this creature. I think my plan is changing slowly but surely as I think about it. I might stop upping its speed at 300. Wow, Kari, look. But like, you see, he's like, it's like weird. Phantom Glamora. Three stat points. Anything that's not going to give me speed. Or more so, yeah, specifically something like this. Okay, that's at least 20 something. If my calculations is correct, at least 25 stat points, but not much further than that remain. I feel like I may have upped its attack a little too high. I don't know if once it gives me the bonus for the pyrokinesis, if it changes if my stats change. I don't know if it will change once it's already given the buff to you, or if once the buff's given to you, if it can be affected and changed.
In photosynthesis,
Yeah.
it wears off the sun doesn't
Yes, but what I'm saying is like, say it triggers. Say it triggers. No, I mean the buff from this ability at all. Say it triggers, and then I get a stat increase. Will it change after it's already been applied to me, or will it stay what it was originally? I'm not sure if I'm describing that properly. Say it's buffing my speed. Like pyrokinesis triggers, and it's or
It's based on which stats have it.
yes, I know that. I know. What I'm saying is, say I've triggered the buff. I've triggered the ability already, and it's buffing my speed. Then I get an attack buff, and my attack is higher. Will it switch, or will it stay? Is what I'm wondering. If it remains increasing whatever, then this is...
Deactivated then reactivated, it probably would change.
Well, yes, but that's not what I'm after. Hmm. 20-something stat points. With what I have in mind of doing, there isn't much higher I can take the rest of my stats anyways. Should get my speed up to 300 at least. Okay, 300. This is getting a little bit complicated. No! How much power points do I have? One for each. Oh, aren't you something? You little punk. Can't escape due to arena trap, huh? We'll see about that. Okay then. 20. I don't think I have enough stat points to do what I'm thinking of doing. I might be able to get close though. There's a different result that comes to mind that might be acceptable. Okay, I'll gun for that then. Though I don't know if removing 3 stat points off of what I was thinking about will make it any more achievable, really. And I missed. I'll probably end up going a little bit over 3 hours, but I should be able to complete this guy this time as well. Oh. Okay. It's the part where I change what band I'm using. Because otherwise, I will overstep the amount of defense I was trying to reach. Now, one of these would be too much. Okay, then. How much feathers do I have? Okay then, now just a special defense. There we go. Now how much more can I up his health? Hopefully to 7. Only by 2 stat points. I don't like that. the special attack really does stay, how can I tell? The only way I can test this is if I was fighting you, I buffed myself. No, I'd have to put it out, the sun first, then I'd have to buff myself. No, I have to put my sun, attack you, then buff myself, and then attack you again. And if it does less damage, then I would know that it changed. But it would have done notably a large amount of less damage, like 100-ish less damage. If I want to get his health to 50, that'll leave his special attack at 306. If I want to get to 347, that'll leave it where? It's gonna get very close to something that could be satisfying, but then just be one stat point off. Or be even further away from what I'm thinking. Oh. Well, I just realized something else. Okay, then. Reduce that by 2. It's going to be that. Reduce it again. This still won't end up where I want it to be. But that bit's going to probably bug me now that I've noticed it. So I'll do something about it if I can. Requiring me to do something like... Oh, that changes things a little bit. It can't go any lower. Okay then. Looks like it's just going to all be unsatisfying in some way or another. And there isn't really anything I can do about it. Okay. I see the path to one thing that might be not so bad. Though, somewhat questionable. 5. How much is left over? 6. It should have just been 4, but I would like to play it more safely. Even though it takes longer to do it this way. Okay. I saw the health, but I wasn't really paying attention to the defense, which is why I was going there to check. Okay. And then for the health, eight. 2 stat points anyways. Well, stats in some ways look a bit more rough around the edges than I wanted. That kind of fits this Pokemon. Odd, massive, dangerous looking, and rough around the edges, I guess. In some ways. A giant monster. What does his eyes remind me of? His eyes reminds me of another Pokemon. Not Salamence, but almost? They remind me of like Gyarados' eyes, just a little bit, but smaller, with the pupil anyway. Put this away. Okay, despite how I haven't sorted out your item, you are complete. Nice to sort it out both of you. Next time we play, I can battle with them. Though, first I would like to help you acquire an Iron Leaves. We should also inquire with Xavier about how he feels about us potentially helping him acquire these for him. Because it's possible. If we wanted to do it without spoiling him, the only way that comes to mind is us getting them for him and then trading them to ourselves and then giving them back to him once he's at the point in the story where it would be reasonable. But nice. The name's gonna look weird because it's gonna have like Iron Leaves and Walking Wake. Complete. That is likely. How else do I phrase the name? Because I want to portray that I've completely trained them as well, but also that handle a special event. Perhaps I don't need to say it that I've completed them in the name. I had in mind to do that pretty much for any of the videos where I completed a Pokemon, but I think portraying that this is about the event Pokemon, or the Pokemon that's in this event, I think that's better to prioritize. Plus, in the videos to come, it'll also be very much visible that I've completed these two. And I'll likely speak on it at some point or another. While you may not look quite as horrifying, you look very horrifying in some ways. Though the darkened eyes for this one makes it look a lot more sinister than a regular Virizion. I think the majority of the future Pokemon have that trait about them. Does Meridian have that trait too, technically? He does, but it doesn't look very sinister. At least not while he's like this. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for now. As for that downloadable content, when I have the right amount of money that's so I can pre-order it, I probably will. Hopefully it can remove that spoilers down there. But yeah, some weird looking, what I'm assuming is a grass Pokemon. But I swear, with the way it looks, if that's another grass dark Pokemon, I'm gonna be a bit weirded out with the Pokemon Company's sudden fascination in grass dark types. Because this would be the third grass dark legendary that we've gotten. Like, rather recently-ish. There was the Zarude, the Vent grass dark type. There was the Ruinous Wo-Chen, grass dark type. And then this thing too? I don't know what type this is, but its appearance makes me think it's a grass type. But yeah, as usual, it's been me, Fuzz, and you'll see me again next time. Bye for now. That was good.